this.
Yes, indeed. It is showtime. What's up, everybody? I'm Doggie Diamonds, and you already know what I do over here. I start every show with the opportunity for any artist who need promotion, any store owner, any entrepreneur who need to get in front of hundreds of thousands of people via my network for only $100. That's my X account, my Facebook account, my YouTube community, my Instagram stories, and my Instagram private group, which you could join now. If you go to my Instagram and look at my bio, you can see the private group. It's free to join for everybody. And my Threads account. For only $100, just DM me at Doggie Diamonds. And listen, if you want to get interviewed on the channel, hit me up on IG. IG is the easiest place because you could just, you could really siphon through the BS on IG. At Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. This is a call-in show, so I'm going to need the crowd participation. The number will go up soon. But it's a 35-minute interview. We could do it live. We could tape it. Your story, your way. You could be by yourself or have somebody else with you in the interview. And join my Facebook group. So I always premiere new music. I'm about to slow down on that because I'm in album mode and I keep wanting to pick beats. But this is a beat that I did that I think it'll fit Nas.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
So I'm gonna use it as an intro tonight. Not saying he gonna get it or I'm doing it for him, but I did it with him in mind. You know that Queensbridge flow, that Prodigy, that Tragedy Gaddafi. I had that in mind. So this is how it goes. It's for sale too. Don't forget.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
So if you like it, and you think it's for you, hit me up. It's for sale.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Let's go.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Yes. See y'all in the chat room. See Rashard Lewis in there. Mezbot, I see you. Watt 718 in the building. Mally Glock 7 in the building. Tiger, I see you.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Don't worry, we'll put the number up. Yes. Richard Asante, I see you.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
OBK Papa, what's up? My album is finished too. I just gotta stop making new beats. What's up? Randy the Realtor, what's up?
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Arrow Prime, I see you. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yes.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
I can't play nothing else for y'all. I got strict orders not to play nothing else. Mumu, I see you.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
No face in the building. This is for sale though. If you want it, hey, it's yours. Just hit me up. Tay Luciano, I see you. Tay Luciano Media.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Yes. So see, hold on. Somebody in the chat caught it. I ain't gonna say nothing though, but Amon Phillip, you caught it. You caught it. But you know what? Salute to you for catching that. Amon Phillips, you caught it. But you know I wasn't gonna let that go to waste, so I had to repurpose it and do it in a boom bap way. I played those keys too, so I need all my respect. What's up, everybody? I'm Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. Yes, that is the Forbes DVD beat. That is, but it is, repurposed, redone. I couldn't let it go to waste. So all my music, I gotta find something to do with it. But you caught it, yo. I respect that. That's somebody who's been a long-time viewer, a long-time listener that caught that. That's the Forbes DVD beat. It absolutely is. I ain't going front. But I need y'all to hit the like button. I'm not gonna bore y'all tonight. We're gonna keep it going smooth. We're gonna get these phone lines cracking. We're gonna get everybody listening. And I want y'all to chime in. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to chime in. Y'all voice is important. That's why I put the number up for y'all to call. But before we do that, we have to bring y'all up to speed for those who don't know. And we're gonna see if this needs to be challenged or is she right and exact. So it goes a little something like this. So recently, singer India.Arie expresses concern over mass acceptance of Young Miami's hit song Spin That. And this is courtesy of Double XL magazine. And it reads, this is an update as of today. India.Arie is clearing the air on her remarks about Young Miami's hit song Spin That. On Wednesday, today, the soul singer posted a video on her Substack and posted several messages on her Instagram story denying some of the reports that she wanted people to boycott Young Miami's tune Spin That. In her post below, India.Arie makes it clear that she did not call for people to boycott the song. However, she is concerned about the cultural acceptance of the song. I also said that the way we are embracing the song says a lot about where we are as a culture, which is just facts, she wrote on her IG story. On her Substack video, India.Arie cautioned about the song's overall influence on young people, suggesting the frequency and the lyrics of the song are problematic. The melodic use of the words is a frequency. It has power, she said. Whether you do it or not, it's your choice, she added. You can read India.Arie's IG message and watch her Substack video below. Is this the video? Do we have to click on Substack? So India.Arie hopped on Threads and responded to a fan's comment urging people to boycott Young Miami's catchy song, Spin That. In her since deleted post, the Grammy Award singer criticized the cultural embrace of the rapper's hit, suggesting that the success of the song proves not all want to get free. I spent my entire adult life caring way too much because finally learned that not everybody cares with a capital C. And explaining it to them is not going to make them care, she wrote. Everything you listen to, see, or eat is going to influence you. So make wise choices, y'all. The mass acceptance of the song itself is crystal clear signs of a bigger problem, she continued. I finally realized that not everybody wants to get free, and it is a very rude awakening. I finally realized not everyone wants to get free, and it's a very, 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 very rude awakening, shaking my head because the mass acceptance of this song is crystal clear sign of this much bigger truth. So she also went on to say, no, it's catchy for the clubs, nothing more, nothing less. And anyone who gets brainwashed by it is stupid. People pick and choose who they criticize without thinking about the past, which wasn't perfect either. One fan wrote. Another person typed, she isn't wrong, but the culture is way past saving. Let them enjoy things. So I was trying to find a video of her. I might have it in here. One of these, read on Substack. Okay. Let's read. Let's go here.
All right. Hello. I have been in the blogs a couple times
This is 20 minutes.
So there are some things I want to say.
Okay.
But also, the reason why I'm not writing this for my Substack, which if you know me, you know, but I'm making a video is because I'm also celebrating the 20th anniversary of my third album, Testimony Volume 1, Life and Relationships.
All right. This is what we're going to do, and this is what we're not going to do.
And all of this.
What we're not going to do is watch 20 minutes of her talking. With all due respect. We're not going to watch 20 minutes of her talking. Listen. I want to know y'all opinion because I think we have a diverse audience. I think we have different people. I think people are going to agree with it. Some people not going to agree with it. I don't want to influence y'all with my opinion. So I want to hear y'all opinion first. And then at the end, I'll chime in and give my opinion. But what I am going to do is open the phones so you can give yours. What did you do with the phone number, Mr. Diamonds? I don't even know what the hell I did with the number. Oh, here we go. All right, the phone lines is open. So I want y'all to call in and let me know what you think. The number is 516-218-6898. 516-218-6898. All I ask for you is to have your computer turned down when you call, or your phone, whatever device you use, so it could be clear and everybody can hear you. I want to hear your opinion. Is she right? Is the song too catchy and does it send the wrong message? Is it a frequency? You've seen all the things that she had to say. I want y'all to call in. 516-218-6898. Call in. We got a caller. Let's go. What's up? You on the line with Doggie Diamonds. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo.
Yeah, what's your name? Where you calling from?
ADO in Underhanded, Indiana.
Okay. So did you hear what India.Arie had to say?
Yeah, she's right. You
Okay.
know what I mean? She's right. Like, I live in a small town in Indiana, which is anti-hip-hop.
Okay.
So when I go to Indianapolis, which is an hour away, I turn on the radio and check, see what the latest Poison songs is playing. And they was playing that.
You said
song,
Poison songs?
they play only 5 songs.
You said the latest
So
Poison
they're playing
songs?
that song, and it's playing what's her name? Sexy Red. She got a song talking about I ain't getting no get back, I cheat first. So those are the 2 main songs. I'm like, for real? You know what I mean? So, and on top of that, the song sounds like young girls on the chorus.
Oh.
Sort of like Hard Knock Life, where it got the young girl sound. It's the Hard Knock Life.
Got
you. You know what I mean? The chorus sounds like young children singing it. So it's influencing young kids to be on that silly stuff. And you got Lisa Ray doing the challenge. Run DMC's daughter, Angela Simmons, doing the challenge. It's like, for real? Y'all doing this? So I feel like they paying people to do this challenge to make this song big. And you know what I mean? Just, seeing whoever down the river who's dumb enough to fall for the nonsense.
Okay, so if I had to ask you, how do we, if you feel like that, how do we counteract that?
Excuse me, say it again.
How do we counteract this?
We got to boycott the radio, man. I mean, it's ridiculous because they ain't gonna give us no positive message. You ain't gonna hear no, dead prayers on the radio ever. You ain't gonna hear no Talib Kweli. Nobody positive with a positive message. You ain't gonna hear that. So we got to go back to I don't know how.
Okay.
We gotta do something because it's getting ridiculous. Because it's like that song now said, radio, TV, poison. And it's blatant right now. It's been blatant.
Right.
Like Cash Money and No Limit going on tour. Everybody talk about that. Max B had that song, Make Crack Like This, over a Rakim beat. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, come on, man. It's crazy.
Right.
Make crack like this. So
I didn't even hear that. I'm out of the loop. I don't even know nothing about a lot of this stuff. I don't know. But yeah, but let me get some more callers in. I appreciate your call. Make sure you hit the like for me.
So,
all right. Also, the super chat is available and the Cash App is available. All support is needed. All right. But do we have to be honest though? When was in the time that radio didn't play stuff like this though? And the phone lines is open, 516-218-6898. Wasn't the phone line, wasn't it always negative though, the radio? Because, y'all, let me get this call and I'll come right back. Yo, you on the line with Doggie Diamonds. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Doggie Diamonds, what's up, man? It's Jeremy from Brooklyn.
BK, what part of BK? You gotta let me know.
Well, I was born in East New York.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. He's bro.
Nothing crazy though. Nothing
Yeah,
crazy.
what ain't crazy about East New York? Yeah, all right, yeah, all right. He said ain't nothing crazy though. I don't care if it's the side block or the P's. It is ain't nothing good about East New York besides the homies and all the people out there. But it's crazy. All right, so what you think about what India.Arie said?
You know, I think she is a little out of touch because
Okay.
although I understand what she's saying,
Mm-hmm.
the music is degrading and why are we celebrating it? First off, the BET Awards is not much to celebrate if you watch it. They have all these old artists coming up. Like they're honoring anybody these days, in my opinion. There's not much. I don't know. It just doesn't feel as genuine and authentic as it did in back in the day when you would hear about the BET Awards. It was actually like a big thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But she also is out of touch because a lot of the music is like that. It's not just like a Young Miami thing. Like a
Right.
lot of the female rappers are speaking about the same things. A lot of the male rappers are speaking about the same things. It's all kind of degrading. You don't have a bunch of conscious rappers like we had. Well, I'm a little younger, but still, like you guys had back in the day. All the music is pretty degrading, and as a black as the culture as a culture, we need to like change.
Right.
We need to change.
Well, all right. So I'm gonna ask everybody: if you had the solution, what would be the solution for you? What would you do?
Well, I don't think I have the power for the solution, but if I could give advice to the people that do have the power,
Right.
is diversify the musicians that they're pushing. Like it's literally a carbon copy. You know, for the females, you got to shake the BBL, you got to shake your behind. For the males, you got to be toting your pistol, you got to be gangbang. It's getting old, bro. Like honestly, it's actually like, and I'm a Drake fan, and it's his versatility that, in my opinion, has made him last this long in the game at the top. Versatility is everything. J. Cole, we you know we love a J. Cole as well. He's kind of more on the conscious side and still hip, but we don't have enough creativity. These guys are saying the same things. They can't even rhyme words. They just talk about shoe. It's annoying in my opinion.
Got you. Okay. All right. Let me get some more callers in. Thank you for calling.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right.
Um, I I don't remember a time that this ain't happened. Uh-oh, we in trouble. You're on the line with Doggie Diamonds. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Kandaka.
Goodness gracious, we in trouble, y'all. She got an opinion. Woo, go ahead though. Go ahead though.
Yeah, so I already know I've mentioned this before, but with India in particular, I think that she has a personal opinion about this because she is someone that came in the industry teaching women about self love and to love yourself and then embrace yourself. And I think that she felt like she's been chewed up by the industry, that everything, the seeds that she planted, she took personal attacks over the years, realizing that that's not what they want. Her peers, when you look at Jill Scott or Erica Badu, they all did different things to display their sexuality and like who they are on a different plane. And she was kind of left in the dark. Even Carmen could have a Grammy line about they tried to India.Arie me.
Mm,
So for her, I think that she feels like all the years that she invested in this industry, it's crystallized to her like they never wanted what I was trying to give. So for some people will look and say, oh, she's out of touch. She
mm,
doesn't know what the industry wants. I think for her, it was like almost triggering to see like, oh, this is how you get an award. You talk about scamming and running it up and stealing from men and showing your body and doing this when I was teaching girls to love themselves. So I think for her, it's just an awakening and she's speaking out loud. And then, of course, you're going to get the hate, and people say, oh, Auntie's old. She needs to sit down. But I think really it was a trigger for her, like an awakening, especially like when you see Clive Davis and all these people transitioning. Some of these people are people that held her back and tried to change her. So
Mm,
now it's just her speaking out loud. And as far as the question of like, what do we do now? I think that many people, they're like, it's up.
right.
Like
Shit
there's
over. Yeah,
nothing
there's
to
nothing
do.
we could do. It's
Yes,
fucked up now. Yeah.
it's nothing we could do. It's up now. We messed up in the game now. And for her, I think that this would be a beautiful opportunity to not just voice your opinion. But she mentioned in the clip that this is the 30th anniversary of her album. So, like, re-engage those people, those girls that believed in you. Those girls are like women now. So re-engage them, minister to them, do something different right now rather than just, you know, complain. Let's be part of the solution as well. And that's not going to be something the industry is going to do for you. She will have to initiate that, and like-minded sisters will have to initiate that.
All right. Thank you for calling.
All right.
I agree. I would agree with some of that. Yeah, I want to touch on that. Okay. All right. Let me get some more callers in
All right. Peace.
later. Peace. So that was I didn't even really think of it like that. So she probably like, I sacrificed my career for y'all niggas, and this is what y'all do. See, it's a lot of layers when you dealing with India.Arie being a darker skinned woman coming in a culture who didn't really sell the sexy shit, but might have been sexy to people. We got another caller. What's up? You on the line with Doggie Diamonds. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, doggy? This is Neef. I'm calling from Philly. I got a two-part answer to the question real quick. First, the young music lover side of me is a catchy tune, and it's definitely a summer banger. And like when I'm around like my kids and those, I get a rise out of them when they think the old head's still connected to the streets with it. So that part I get. But on the other hand, what India.Arie saying is definitely 100% on point because it's out of pocket, and this is where you gotta have the wherewithal to be able to separate reality from entertainment. And there's just a lot of people don't have that. But for those that do, then, they understand. But there's a lot of these kids coming up who can't distinguish that. And we see that with the drill rap and other than that.
So let
That's
me ask
my
you
thing.
something, bro. I hear what you're saying, and I'm with you. How did we lose control like this though? How did we lose control? What the hell happened?
The bag. Everybody
Right.
want the bag.
Right.
Everybody chasing the bag. And everybody think with the bag come the chicks, come the fame, come the clout, come this, that, and the other. So that clouds a lot of people's like real intuition on what's right and what's wrong. Long as it's you chasing the bag, you can get away with it. The drug dealers, everybody that once they focus on that bag, they don't care about losing 20 years of their life, 15 years of their life because, all right, I was chasing the bag and you could justify that. I think it relates to the music too. As long as you're trying to get at the bag, whether it's scamming, whether doing whatever, other than what we call normal, it's cool.
Right.
Because
Right.
you're chasing
Right.
the bag
Right.
until you get that 15, 20, 25, 30 years and realize like it really wasn't worth it because whatever you earned illegally and you go away,
They taking
somebody
it
else gonna be
anyway. Yeah,
spending
they
that.
taking it. Yo,
And your family. If
that's
you got
that.
something left
Yo,
over, your family, your girl, all of them is going to
everything
be
is
spending
gone.
that, and you better hope they look out for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but one last thing before I go, homie,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take you back to the early 2000s, late 90s.
Mm-hmm.
It was a song, 3-6 Mafia, sipping on scissor. Same vibe back then. When that came out, the radio was blazing.
I like that shit.
In on the time until they tried to explain it and be like, oh no, it's just a potion, this, that, and the other. And when the big wigs got wind of what they really was talking about, they shut it down and took it off the radio. But at the end of the day, the damage was done. The scarlet letter was already on it. You know what I'm saying? So
But could I ask you
who
something?
wasn't-
Even about that though, bro.
Sure.
I love that record, but I never sipped syrup. It was just music.
And that's how I see with this song.
Okay.
Like, I ain't doing no scamming and nothing. I'm too old for that nonsense. But at the end of the day, when it come on, it's a banger. But I get a kick out of hollering at my kids and my grandkids and them. And when I mention it, they be like, oh, pop lit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But other than that, it's just funny. I get a kick out of it. But see, alhamdulillah, I've been blessed with, like, to be able to distinguish between reality and entertainment. But it's
And as
just
long as
sad,
you
like a
show
lot of our
them, and
communities
as
don't
long as you
have that.
show them, it's okay, because the radio shouldn't be raising your kids anyway, your grandbabies. That should be you. So as long as
And
they got
and
your guidance, at least they have you
and
though.
and one more small thing. When you said what can we do to alleviate it or fix it, to me is a stretch. But the first thing starting the home with
Right.
to start with the parents, those who may not have a 2-parent home or whatever, or a stable home, is the adults that be able to talk to them and get them that knowledge. But again, that's far in between in our culture, you know what I mean, in our neighborhoods and stuff. But that's the fix right there, for real. And just be mindful with your kids and your little loved ones is watching, and be able to explain to them what's reality and what's entertainment. But again, that's a stretch. But for those who do got that, use that. And then for the other ones, you know, I don't know. I can't sit here and explain it, but that's my little piece of advice. But it's definitely that and T.I. drink right now got the street. So I'm
Great.
enjoying it as a music man. But at the end of the day, as an adult, she definitely 100% is right. Is out of pocket. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So
great
twofold, man.
advice. Great advice. All right, bro. Thank you for calling in.
All right,
All
man. I
Yeah.
appreciate your content, Doggie.
Yep.
Thanks for the time, bro.
Later on. Yeah.
All right.
Yo, you know what's funny? Because the bag, shit, had people doing all. But see, is that something that we did wrong? Because we do judge people by the bag, though. We judge people by their views, their money, what they drive, what they wear, and that be so-called conscious people. That be so-called us. Somehow, look at your views. But I'm doing videos to try to enlighten people. I could do fuck shit. See what I'm saying? And then we judge people by whether you broke, because you know, I tell y'all all the time, the biggest thing you could the biggest diss you could say to somebody is that they broke and they old. And I've been called broke and old. You know what I'm saying? But nobody never saw my bank account. But this is the thing that I'm supposed to feel sorry about myself for. Let me get the caller keep dropping. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like people want to prove that they're not broke by doing anything to prove they're not broke. And then being old is such a curse to us Black people that nobody wants to be old. So now you got the old acting like the young. You on the line with Doggie Diamonds. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Pomona, California. What's up, Doggie?
What's going on? Do you see the topic we're talking about today?
I ain't want to talk to you. Much respect. All respect due.
Did you see the topic we talking about today?
I barely got on. No BS. But it's like a separation, right? Like separating like what's the hype from the hip hop, right? I mean the culture, the positive, the negative, right?
Well, we're talking
kind
about.
of like that.
I'm gonna give you really quick. We're
Yeah,
talking
hit me.
about India.Arie being critical
Right
of
on.
Young Miami's song "Spin That" and saying that it's a bad frequency for the youth to be hearing stuff like that. What do you think? Is she
Definitely.
right
I
or is
got
she
it.
out of touch?
She's right. She's right. It's all, Doggy. It is. It's all too overly hypersexual. It's
Mhm.
all too negative. You know, I mean, I know it sounds crazy just to go straight to it, and it's like if you're not really rapping like D, I know you know D1, you know,
Mhm.
and it's not just a promo. It's not to promo him. It's anyone like that. If you're not really rapping like that and broadcasting the positive and shedding light on how we're losing touch, you know, then it's just more. It's going to be more negative than not. It's going to be more hype. It's going to be that shock value.
Right.
That's I think as an adult, you know, we know that. I mean, how can you not know that by now? I mean, you don't know that when you're real young, you know, when you're a teenager.
But you do realize we
But
got a lot of old fools, right? Because I'd rather be
we do,
old, but I ain't no old
we do.
fool. You get what I'm saying? Like
I
I'm
just
not an
heard
old fool. I think we got a lot of
no,
old fools who's leading the charge for the youth instead of the youth doing things and we saying, nah, you shouldn't do that. I'm gonna thank you for calling though. Let me get some more callers in. Appreciate your call.
Appreciate you.
Yep. All right. We got a super chat from Slick Tom, and he says, I live in New York. A few days ago, when I was walking home, I walked past a little kids' party, and that song was playing. I was disgruntled. It's a kids' party. Disgusted. He was disgusted and disgruntled. But I mean, at the end of it all, like I said, we're going to be ridiculed if we not hype. We not in the know. So I think that's what happens a lot too. Is like, yo, what you know about this? Like, I don't want to know nothing about that shit. Could I be perfectly honest with y'all? As I always am.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
I've never heard that Young Miami song. You know why? Because when I see Young Miami, I'm not gonna like it. See, me, I'm gonna be frank with y'all. Pause. Listen, I don't partake in anything that disrupts me. I don't watch people I don't like. I don't listen to people I don't like. I don't follow people I don't like. I don't comment on people I don't like. Listen, it could be something that disturbs me about you. It could be the way your nose contort when you talk. I won't even like you because of your fucking nose. That's just how I am with certain people. Certain people, I just get something energetic from the damn phone and the screen sometimes. So I'm not going to listen to something to complain about it because I can't change it, right? But I could change what I ingest. So again, I don't go in McDonald's every day and tell them the food is nasty. I just don't eat it. And I think we keep forgetting that we have a choice and we think the choices are given to us. And then we go with the choice given and then we complain about the choices. But you got a choice not to fuck with it. So when I see Young Miami, I didn't rock with her since she was talking about getting fucking pissed on. I'm just keeping it talk. I know they're going to market her. They're going to show her cake. She's a nice looking young lady. They're going to show all that shit, but that's not it's not alluring to me. And I know I'm like 101. Like, I don't give a damn how you look. I don't give a fuck about what you wear, what you drive, how you dress, how your hairstyle. I don't care about none of that shit because none of that shit has nothing to do with me loving the art. So I fuck with people for the art. And if I don't like your art sometimes, I don't like you. So I think a lot of times people be thinking that they gotta do something to be in the know. I don't want to be in the know. What's up? You on the line with Doggie Diamonds. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Monique, and I'm calling from Chicago. How you doing, Doggie Diamond?
I'm great. What you, a Vice Lord, GD, or BD? What is it?
You
Yeah,
hilarious.
all
No,
right.
I'm not a Vice. I'm none of the above. Even though I have family and that's connected, but I am what they call that. What they call a civilian? Yeah, I'm a
Okay.
civilian.
All right. I'm just joking with you. Shout out to all my but shout out to all my bros in the street organizations. You know what I'm saying? I don't call them gangs. I call them street organizations because some of them are very organized. So another subject. But we're talking about India.Arie dissing Young Miami, spin that song and saying the frequency is bad. And if you know what we're talking about tonight, what is your take on the situation?
Okay. So to be honestly speaking, I don't really feel like what India.Arie said was a diss. I feel like what she said was truth. But she didn't really diss her, and she didn't call for a boycott either. So I don't know why they're twisting her words.
Yeah, that
around.
was fake. That was fake news.
Exactly. I don't think she dissed her at all. She just stated an opinion. She didn't specifically say, Young Miami, you are trash, you ghetto, you come from trash. She didn't say none of that. She just said that the frequency was low.
Monique, in this day and time, when we talk about somebody's art, they take that as a diss. So that's why the title it is. If I say, yo, your song, make my nose bleed, and everybody knows it's gonna bleed, you're gonna be like, yo, why you dissing my song? I've on this platform said I don't like certain people's music. And they'll get fucked up. But I mean, some people be real mad at me because I said I don't like certain music. For real, they be mad. They be talking behind the scenes.
Yeah, but you know what, Doggie? The truth hurts. If it don't hold no truth, then why take offense to it? My father used to tell me that all the time as a teenager. May he rest in peace. You only
Yes.
answer to what is true.
Right.
The truth hurts. It's the truth. And at the end of the day, with Young Miami song, I mean, we got to take what are we expecting from her? I'm not
Exactly.
expecting nothing less than that
Exactly.
from her because her whole get up is I'm not. I hate to say it, but hood rat.
And she come from the city
Upscale hood rat.
girls. She's one of the city girls. They forgot that she
Exactly.
rebranded
And,
her. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. Then her history, her childhood history. Her mother was in jail for stealing. So
Damn.
this is deep
I ain't
rooted.
know that.
Yeah, her mother went to jail. Yeah, her mother went to jail for boosting. And her mother, she talked about how she basically had to raise her brothers and sisters. So, I mean, you have to take that in consideration. It's rooted in her and on her. But at the end of the day, what I don't appreciate is, the glorification of it. But at the end of the day, but what can we do?
Right.
Boycotting ain't gonna do nothing. It's
Right.
not gonna do anything. Boy, what does boycott do? It doesn't do anything. It doesn't hold no real what do I want to say? It doesn't affect. It's just a lot of rah rah, but it doesn't move anything. I think what people need to do is just focus on their tribe and their morality and just stick to that because you can't really worry about how others and what others are doing because I mean the proof was in the pudding. Everybody glorifying the song. I don't see nothing cute about it. In my early 20s, I hate to say, I was kind of thugged out a little bit.
You was a GD. I knew it. See, I told you. You was throwing up rakes. I knew it. Go ahead, though.
But you know what? I had a rebellious spirit. I come from a two-parent home.
We
You
all
know what I'm
did. We
saying?
all did. Mhm.
I was very spoiled. But I was on that. Take from the rich. Fight the power. Cracker, excuse my language.
Go
But
ahead.
I was thugging a little bit. My fingers got sticky. I got caught though.
Right.
But I didn't go to jail, but I had to carry that. So when I went to apply for certain jobs, me being qualified for these jobs because of my certification, I couldn't get the job because of that little hiccup.
Right.
So, at the end of the day, it was cute then, but it ain't cute now. I moved past that and I'm in the field that I want to work in. But at the end of the day, that song ain't gonna do nothing but just, raise a whole bunch of people,
Losers.
kids that's going to losers.
Yeah.
Losers that are basically everybody getting ready to go to jail.
Right.
Everybody getting ready to go to jail, and it's gonna affect their lives. And I don't see nothing cute about parents letting their kids sing that. It's trifling. It's embarrassing as Black people, honestly. You know what I'm saying? So when white folks get to talking, you really can't say anything because
Right.
we on there doing spin that challenges. Lisa Ray ought to be ashamed of herself. She's a grandmother. I mean,
Yeah, but look,
yeah.
but again, when somebody has made their career, she from Chicago too, though. But
South side, big difference. South
look,
side, I'm west side.
I don't know nothing about West, North, East.
I'm northwest, Humble Park all day. That's
Listen,
South
though,
side chick.
but you got to remember this though: when individuals made their living off of how they look and they got to present a look at all times, we can't expect
Yeah.
nothing from nobody who their whole bottom line is based off their looks. So that's Lisa Ray in a
True.
nutshell. Her whole bottom line is how she looked. That's it.
That's true. Well, I agree with that. She, very, very beautiful lady.
Right.
But
She ain't no school teacher.
No, she's not, and her
Yeah.
claim to fame wasn't either.
This is
So,
what I'm
I mean,
saying.
when
So,
you break it down,
yeah.
when you break it down like that, I understand because I
Right.
know a bit about Lisa's backstory, and she got some issues too. But at the end of the day, I just think it's very unfortunate that people are glorifying the song, and I think Young Miami is trash.
Damn.
But I'm not expecting nothing to heal the world, make it a better place for her. From
Right,
her,
right.
UNITY. I'm not expecting that from her,
Right.
because she basically is the prototype of the young ladies of today. BBL, veneers, weave. She carries that. So, it is what it is. But I just think that, you speaking the lyrics of this song is going to become a manifestation. And what I see is just a whole bunch of younger generation and grown-ups getting ready to go to jail.
Got
That's
you.
all that's getting ready to happen with that.
All right. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
All right. Later.
Bye, doggy.
Later.
Okay, bye.
Could I ask y'all something? I'm going to put the phone lines on hold for a minute because I want to ask a question. Are we being hypocrites? Are we being hypocrites right now? I know, being hypocritical is kind of human nature. But when Annie Up come on, don't act like y'all don't go crazy. Annie Up is not about starting a garden. Annie Up is not about, and I love MOP. Those is my brothers right there. Know them personally. But the older I got and my lifestyle changed and the things that I was able to acquire and I no longer thought a certain way, I heard that song different. It didn't hit the same for me no more. So when I seen Take Chains Off, Braces is Yapped, that song's about robbing people. Strong arm robbery. And when you hear, bust the rhyme down, MOP now. He still performs that to this day. It's called the Robin Hood theory. So why wasn't we as critical to that in some of those records are we are to this? Because I don't see anything positive that came from that shit either. And that shit come on right now. And it's about robbing people. So should we do away with that thought in the culture, period? Or are we going to pick and choose who we think is trash? That's something really to think about. Because I don't think we should just say, it's this person in particular, it's that person in particular. Get them out of here. Get her out of here. But that's okay. Because I ain't going to lie, I never sipped no syrup a day in my life besides the cough medicine that I used to get when I had a cold. My pops used to give me that. But I like sipping on some syrup. I love that song. I like Mask Off. I like Future Perkins. Mask Off is just dope to me. But I also have the mindset that anything that I listen to is just music. But then me being a producer, I like the production sometimes. But first of all, can't no rapper influence me to do shit. Let's just get that out the way. Most of these niggas are confused all around the board. Mentally confused. Their sexuality is confused. Everything about these niggas is confused. So I don't listen to nobody for advice. I'm not going to go get brain surgery from a fucking rapper, right? I'm not going to need dental work and put on a song and say, well, he said, I don't give a fuck about what these dudes say. If you know me, I don't like nobody telling me shit. I don't like advice. I don't like none of that. So I just listen to the music. But I am of a standard that, again, I might be 101. Because I be seeing people influenced by niggas. I'm not influenced. I just listen to music. That's it. Can't nobody make me do shit via no music. I barely want to throw my hands in the air, waving like I just don't care. Because at the end of the day, shit is just music. I never wore something because rappers wore it. Maybe I did when I was young, but I'm a grown-ass man. Right? And I be knowing the truth about certain rappers. And I think being that so many people are fooled in buying into shit, because I see women with veneers, BBLs looking crazy, look like they pamper, look like they got to change their pamper. They got veneers, they got their BBL, and they got on scrubs. So I'm like, hold up. So you a dental assistant with a fat ass? You in the doctor's office with a fat ass? What's the point? And then when the general census of men say, yo, we don't even like that. So who the hell are you doing it for? Because if you ask the average man, does he like BBLs, weaves, and them chiclet teeth? The average man will say no. So who they doing it for? You know who they doing it for? They doing it for each other. Because she won with this, so I want to win the same way. It's the same thing with the dudes. The man see another man do something, he want to do that too, because that's what success look like. And we base success off of materialism. If you got something, that means you're successful to people. And that's not necessarily true. Because you got some people who got a whole bunch of high-tech equipment and don't know shit. You got dudes with drum machines, you got dudes with cameras, you got dudes with cars, you got people who do not even know how to make money for what they purchase. And everything you purchase and everything you invest in, you're supposed to get a ROI from that said thing. Straight like that. And a lot of dudes be professing to know every fucking thing. And like my cousin Tad always say, if what you know don't solve your problems, then you don't know shit. So that's why I don't let niggas come in my DM or say, yo, what you gotta do, nigga. I don't listen to niggas. I truthfully think niggas need to stay away from each other. That's the type of time I be on. I stay the fuck away from niggas. Nah, fuck them. Who all gonna be there, nigga? Nah, shit. I ain't going. Too many niggas there. You know, nigga get a little taste, smoke a little reefer, niggas get unruly. I don't want to be around that. So if I'm old, at least I'm old and wise, I knew that it was a time where motherfuckers will go there, start fighting, shooting, stabbing, and cutting. I liked that shit at one point. I don't really like that no more. I don't want to be around that. I actually have a future. I got a present. And it was a particular time in our life where we didn't think we had a future, so we was with whatever. I haven't been like that for like 30 years. When I was like about to hit 20, maybe I was dumb. And I knew better. Get what I'm saying? And then a lot of times, I think a lot of dudes don't have nobody to hold them responsible for shit. And that's why I stay away from people, because if you're going to be around me, I got a code of conduct. I'm just being real. I got a code of conduct. I got a code of conduct that I need to be around me at all times. I set a standard. Bro, if that's what you want to do, you could do that somewhere else. I ain't with all that. When I get around people and they be like, could I smoke? This is a fucking no smoking building. No. But then you want to defy the rules because nobody can't tell me I can't smoke. The shit say no smoking. You can't not smoke for an hour and we could do this content and then you bounce and you could smoke till your fucking face turn blue. So it's a lot of grown ass men who don't want to follow rules and regulations that's set forth of the land. So a lot of people want to be defiant of everything. Like when we see niggas, we could go at Young Miami, but these men are no better, because at the same time, when we see niggas that's grown, that's 50 plus, late 40s, and they like, we out here, we outside. All that shit should be shunned too. Where the fuck is your children? I don't care how old your children are, you still a father. You don't never get a chance not to be a father. And if anywhere you go could take you from the land via prison, via the upper room, then you're a bad father. If you're going to leave your children to be around degenerates, you're a bad father. That's just my opinion. So me, if I'm going somewhere and I have to bring my firearm, I have to, I'm not going to go. Because I turn this motherfucker into Call of Duty. I just know me. Hey, I'm scared. Like, niggas be sneak thieving niggas' lives. You ain't going to do that to me. I'd rather sit in the crib and create, because this is what we build our homes for. This is what we work hard for, right? This is what we do everything for. This is why you bought the nice sofa. It's not for social media, it's to sit on. And if you're a content creator, sit down and watch yourself or watch content. That's why you have a nice bed to sleep. That's why you have a nice home. But I cannot, for the life of me, understand how people leave all these nice things and go to the pissy ass streets. Don't you get tired of this shit? I got to get that as a drop. So as we criticize Young Miami, and all criticism is warranted, it's cultural. Because everybody is doing it, and that makes it okay. And it's not okay. So as I can sit here and have a couple of hundred people watch me talk about this, it also could be a channel that could be talking about nigga shit and have a couple of thousand. So we just in the times where, yo, I'm just be real with y'all. The fuck shit is in supply and demand right now. And people want fuck shit. I'm telling y'all, people want the worst that they could ingest, because there's nothing but, you think about this, right? Think about the psychology, because everything, all is mental, right? All is mental. Everything starts with a thought. Everything. If you fornicating with somebody and the thought ain't right, you're doing it for nothing. If your mind ain't in it, no matter what you're doing, it's never gonna work. Everything starts with the thought, right? Nobody don't give a fuck about no positivity. If you could get up and you don't got no money, and then you go in there and you see that somebody just got bankrupt, that shit be making people happy. That shit really, yo, Floyd Mayweather is bankrupt. This is the point that I'm making, that people really go look for misery. You have people who go on social media thinking about who they want to antagonize and then say, I got haters. Well, didn't you do it to get hated on? Don't you got haters? So why are you all astonished? Didn't you do it to get hated on? Well, you got what you wanted. When people do these things and we speak on it, Young Miami knows that we're going to love it or hate it regardless of what. It ain't about that with people no more. It's about clout, popularity, and they find a way to run the bag up through popularity, because you still will have people who will get online to see her. In Atlanta, they had the Black Effect Award. She was one of the speakers. You should have seen when she hit the stage. Pandemonium. And it's not children. We always talk about the youth, but it's a lot of old dumbass motherfuckers who's worse than the children. The children know better. The children be knowing better. It's the adults. It's the adults. Because we got a lot of old dummies. A lot. Boogeyman, I appreciate you. So we can't sit here and say, yo, what about the kids? You don't give a fuck about the kids. When do you care about the kids? Niggas don't care about the kids. Niggas don't do nothing for the kids. They don't even do nothing for their own kids. These niggas be on child support because they can't get along with their baby moms. They got kids all over the place. I know certain rappers with 25 kids. I wouldn't even blow them up, but they got like 25 kids and y'all love them. So this is where we at as a society. People pick and choose what they turn their head from, or they justify it. So in India.Arie defense, I get it, but hell, that's what we all go through. We all gonna go through knowing better and wanting better, and then getting caught up in, well, how am I gonna survive with wanting better? You remember when I lost my monetization? When niggas go, you gonna go get a job now? Go get a job. This is my job. But people were so happy to see me lose or what they thought was a loss. And I'm like, well, what the fuck did I do? Okay, I get it. I'm not an asshole enough, because I could be a complete asshole. An intelligent one, meticulous one, and very direct in my actions, because I really do play chess. But I don't even be having the time or the mental thought to be fucking with people because I don't care. Look, let me just be real with you. Some of these niggas gotta die. I know I say that to y'all and y'all be saying, yo, that shit, you can't be saying that shit. No, but for real though. Because you do have some of us that know better, that do better, and want better. And then you have some people that don't want shit. And they want to fuck it up for us. And that's who we fighting. What do? You can't rehabilitate them. They don't want to change nothing. And we're fighting us. And we looking at people and they look like you, they sound like you, they walk like you, they talk like you. And that's your biggest fight. Think about this. We're in 2026. So the 2020s. Yo, I can honestly say I never faced racism. I never got fire hosed. You know, we got systematic. We got covert. I never got fire hosed. I never been segregated, in situations. I never seen open shit that our people have faced and that we've been through, as a people. So we at a privileged time in our life because look what we could do. Like nothing could stop us. So when niggas be like, yo, I'm like, yo, you sound like a bitch. And I think dudes are the new bitches because I think a lot of dudes always complain about what they can't do or what somebody not doing for them. And I'm like, shit, I ain't had no parents. I don't use no excuses for not doing something. My excuse is that I was being fucking lazy or not being focused, which is not an excuse, but that's my reasoning. But it's never due to anybody else. I always take accountability. So when you look at where we at, it's so much we can do that we don't do because we trying to act like it's fucking 1964 and it's not. So when niggas be like, yo, I want to take it back to, yo, I don't want to take nothing back to nothing. I want to keep moving forward, keep prospering and thriving in this new time and age with the new information that I have that I wish I knew 20 years ago. So maybe that is the benefit of being old, is having the new information and being able to give it to the youth in my family. Teach them entrepreneurship. Teach them things like, yo, uncle does this. Hashtags in certain things that a 9-year-old, an 11-year-old could learn. But I don't, the mentality that we have now, we act like somebody, you know, the man, and I'll be like, yo, the man is y'all niggas, because when I come outside, I don't face shit from them. It be y'all hating ass niggas. Yo, anything to do with my demise, it be niggas. Niggas be mad because I said I don't like an album. Yo, he deserved that. That's what you get. Like, god damn, because I don't like music? That is all subjective. I got another thing too. To a lot of people from the continent, and when I say the continent, you know I'm talking about Africa, y'all some troublemaking motherfuckers. All y'all do is sit on Twitter all day and start shit. And I check those blue checks, and it always say Nigeria in Africa and South Africa. Y'all some troublemaking motherfuckers. Y'all very deviant. All y'all do is post porn star shit and post porn shit and stay in shit that's going on over here that we don't even care about. Y'all still talking about who better, Nas and Jay-Z. And I'm just saying, when you on X and you on certain these platforms, just look at the blue check and look who keeps stirring shit up. That's why we can't move past certain shit, because they talk about a land that they never even stepped foot on in talking about shit that we don't even care about. And they the ones with the big platform. They the ones that own Media Takeout, the Shade Room, and all that shit. I'm just being real with y'all. Look who owns shit. Poetic Flacco ain't American, Black American. So this is the point that I'm making. So as we're fighting shit and we say, oh nah, this ain't what it is. We're infighting because we looking at people and saying, yo, damn, he's supposed to be one of us. And they like, I'm not one of you. I don't give a shit. I'ma run my bag up. And that's where we at. And that's what we conflicted with, because we come from consciousness. We come from knowing better. We come from seeing consciousness, whether it was the Nation of Islam, the Moorish Science Temple, the 5% Nation of Gods and Earth. We seen all that. We've been through all of that. So we be knowing better. And we be like, nah, that ain't right and exact. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. It's about running up money and getting money. And ain't nothing no better money than American money. That's why when they come here, they call us lazy and say, yo, y'all not hustlers and all that. And then they start hustling us and then we buy into that shit. And see, that's the fucking problem. So as we fighting and we saying, oh, nah, that ain't right, the kids, you think they give a fuck about, you think these people give a fuck about your kids? You think they care about the message they send your kids? You think they give a fuck about what your kids see? So that's your job. It's out there. That's one of the biggest problems. And I could fucking do it in real time and show you in real time. In real time. I could go right now to X and just show you in real time, just random. And you like, yo, this shit is redundant. And as we try to move forward and we try to do shit, because I don't know what the fuck they got against Jay-Z. That'd be all them. I'm telling you, just look at the blue checks. If you on the phone, look at the blue checks. Watch the country of origin. There's never nobody here. See, when we here, we on our tribalism shit, right? We got the North, which is us, which we would be called East Coast. Then we got the South. Then we got different South, because to me, Texas and Georgia's not the same. Then we got the West Coast, but then we got Northern California, Southern California, then we got the Bay. Then we got the Midwest, but I wouldn't say Detroit and Chicago is the same. So we know what we got. They don't know. They picked the most famous person from each area and pit dudes against each other. And then now we think that we're fighting each other. And I'm like, yo, hold on. We all went down south for the summer to our family. When the fuck we start hating the South? When did that happen? Who idea was that? They always had different music. The music was never the same. Shit, when I was young, I went down south with Nice and Smooth. They was looking at me like, what's this? I'm like, it's Nice and Smooth. Y'all don't know about Nice and Smooth? So it always been culture shocks where it's like, you go here and you see the soda is 50 cents. You're like, yo, y'all got 50-cent Pepsi? Yo, this shit, this always been like that. So now how we culturally looking at each other like, I don't fuck with them dudes. And since when? That shit don't come from us. That come from people pitting us against each other and we picking up the torch, fighting each other. When we all got family in the South, we got family in the Midwest. There's not one place on this, in this country that we don't have family at. So what the fuck is going on? So when people like, yo, the South ruined hip hop, all the record labels is in New York. The South ruined it. Well, maybe if some of your conscious rappers that you love wasn't walking around looking like crackheads or dust heads or all smoked out or old and decrepit looking, maybe they would have put somebody on from their area. Maybe they would have worried about the next generation because everybody for the children, right? But don't have no children to show for the hard work. I'm just saying, because let's go to New York. Who the fuck did any of these niggas put on? I'll wait. I'm always going to say that. But Dungeon Family put Future on, who put this person on, who put this person on, who put Little Baby on, who put Young Thug on. They all put each other on. They all do songs together. They all rock together. And everybody in New York doing podcasts, doing niggas songs over, doing freestyles. Let me tell you something about this freestyle shit because shout out to Chuck D who agreed with me. Reason why I don't like freestyles, because I like the original song. Freestyles used to be like, if I had this beat, this is how I would have rapped. This would have been my hook. This would have been this. It ain't this karaoke shit y'all doing. Okay? I don't want to hear no karaoke. I don't want to hear, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Star. Star to the mail-in. I don't want to hear that because I'm just going to just listen to public service announcement. I used to move cake, but that's not a freestyle. That's karaoke. So for all y'all saying, nah, that's not how you got to get on. That's not how that works. Freestyles was about put that beat on. I'm about to destroy this beat of how I would have did that. We don't want to hear the fucking Chronicles of Star Mel. Straight like that. So that's how I feel about fucking freestyles. Miss me with the freestyle shit. Miss me with taking samples that we known that were hit records and throwing some bullshit ass drums over it and then trying to do a new record. And I want to say on the record too, all them New York Knicks record championship records that came out, all them shit's been trashed. The only one that was dope was Kaya Baby. Or the rest of y'all shit's is corny. Anything I heard was corny. I don't know what happened to fucking New York dudes. I don't know what happened to y'all lyrical content. I don't know what happened to y'all consciousness. I don't know what happened to y'all. But y'all niggas just look weird now. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. We are the home of consciousness. Like we know better than a lot of shit. But now you're acting like y'all don't know better. The only one who had a New York song for the Knicks that was dope is Kaya Baby. The rest of y'all, calm the fuck down. But I don't want to hear no fucking freestyles. I can't stand niggas be like, yo, I got a freestyle. As soon as I see the title of the song, I'll be like, here we go. This is some 50 Cent shit. And then it'd be old shit that ain't even current. How many God did freestyles did we hear? Y'all niggas don't create no more? Y'all niggas don't know how to make new music? Y'all too busy recycling shit that nobody want to hear your version, fam. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Nobody want to hear your version. Once you see the title, should have said Cream, and you just hear a nigga start. I grew up on the, and he'd be like, nigga, I'd just rather listen to Raekwon. I'm not listening to you. Perfect example. When the Locks was rhyming, when the Big rhymed to all them Snoop beats, he didn't rhyme like Snoop. He rhymed like how he would have rapped to the beat. I'm just saying, I just know I just went off a little bit, but I don't like freestyles. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all freestyles. Y'all niggas have lost creativity. Y'all lost a lot of shit. And that's the problem with the culture right now, is just dudes forgot how to create, because a lot of dudes really don't know how to create. A lot of dudes don't really do this shit and don't know how to do it. And y'all really just cosplaying real artists. That's the problem too. That's it. I gotta go. Until next time, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Till next time, remember, if you need any promotion from me, hit me up at Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. Also, if you need an interview, hit me up at Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. Until next time, I'm out of here. Peace. And don't forget to watch these related videos. The first pinned comment is always a new video. And if you click the logo, you can subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the like, the share, hype the video as well. Peace. Until next time.
Doggie Diamonds did this.